Chapter 403. Hardly resisting the heavenly tribulation, the two sides erupted in a violent collision in the nine heavens illusionary realm. However, Kang Chia was caught in a situation where he was unable to defeat the black-robed elder. And in the end, it was the heavenly worker elder who stepped in and helped him block the black-robed elder's attack. Kang Chia quickly let the old man go in. After the heavenly worker elder blocked the black-robed elder, he once again shouted. But without waiting for him to finish speaking, a cry of alarm came out from the field, only to see that Brahma Heart, who was originally enveloped by the boundless demonic aura, miraculously rushed out of the boiling demonic sea, and with a single sword stroke, he rushed out of the nine heavens mirage realm before tearing through space and instantly traveling away. This sword of Brahma's heart was very terrifying, as he used the king-grade treasure weapon, Wind Cloud Sword, that he had obtained within the immortal mansion, and with the strongest power he executed the 10,000 Buddha heart sword, killing the heavy surroundings with a single stroke of the sword. The first one to discover this scene was the black-robed elder. Although he was circling around with Kang Chia and the heavenly worker elder, but because that Devil Sea was the attack he struck, his mind was connected. In his imagination, Van Dim was almost all about to be annihilated by the Devil Sea. Where would he have thought that Van Dim would suddenly kill his way out of the encirclement? This shocked him completely. What a strong strength! The power of that sword just now was even more powerful than the peak strike of Zijin. It has completely reached the level of the combined Stage Seal King. In the immortal mansion, Kang Chia then also saw the fleeing Brahma Heart, as well as that incomparably gorgeous sword, and was both surprised and excited in his heart. Although he was very puzzled in his heart as to why Brahma's strength had suddenly increased by so much, he was finally relieved to see Brahma escape from the siege, and his face lightened up. This son has actually cultivated the 10,000 Buddha heart sword to the minor achievement realm. The 10,000 Buddha sect has produced an extraordinary genius. Elder Jiagong was also shocked, his mouth in awe. The black-robed elder was the most furious as he roared, "What a brat from the 10,000 Buddha sect! Count yourself lucky this time. Next time, I will definitely not let you go." To juniors, escaping twice from under him, this undoubtedly gave him a heavy slap, making him feel disgraced. The strong men of the 10,000 Buddha sect, 100 Flower sect, Poison sect, and 10,000 Demons Hall, who were fighting not far away, were also shocked one by one. Especially the one from the 10,000 Buddha sect, who was full of shock. Brahma Heart. His 10,000 Buddha heart sword is actually cultivated to such a realm. How is this possible? And his strength is too strong too. Not to mention the shock of the 6 harmonization Stage Seal King powerhouses at this moment. Kang Chia was completely relaxed after seeing Brahma Heart flee. He first took advantage of the moment when everyone was shocked to activate the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion to escape the siege of the Heavenly Worker Elder and the Black-Robed Old Man, and then he actually put away the Immortal Mansion and stood alone in the chaotic 9 Heavens Mirage Realm, looking at the 6 conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses with icy cold eyes. After all, it was still the Broken Dawn Immortal Mansion that was important, and the 6 conjunction Stage Seal King powerhouses immediately swept their greedy gazes towards Kang Chia, who stood proudly in the void. After their shock had passed, the black-robed old man and the heavenly worker elder were the first to rush over. "Kid, quickly hand over the immortal mansion," the black-robed elder shouted excitedly. He didn't expect Kang Chia to run out on his own. This was simply looking for death. The heavenly worker elder also didn't expect Kang Chia to be so stupid. He was so angry that he cursed, "You brat idiot. Hurry up and run away." With that, he struck out to attack the black-robed elder, wanting to fight for Kang Chia for time. Of course, he wasn't doing this to save Kang Chia, but to prevent the Dawnbreaker Immortal Mansion from being taken by the Devil Dao. In addition, he was also very jealous of the law enforcement elder, and did not dare to let Kangxia die here. This stupid brat! How dare he run out? What kind of idiot disciple did the law enforcement elder teach? Elder Qiagong was so furious that he cursed in his heart, while not forgetting to glare fiercely at Kangxia. And right at this time, Kangxia seemed to have sensed something, and actually turned his head towards Elder Heavenly Worker to reveal a hint of a smile, which exasperated Elder Heavenly Worker to the point that he almost spat out blood, and almost couldn't help but strike out at Kangxia. However, did not wait for the Heavenly Worker Elder once again exported curses. The sky steeply came a burst of terrifying energy fluctuations. Feeling this familiar energy fluctuations, the Heavenly Worker Elder, the black-robed old man, and others instantly filled with stagnation, because the heavenly tribulation had descended. As a cultivator, especially a powerful cultivator of the conformity stage, you cannot know who your parents are, but you absolutely cannot not know what the heavenly tribulation is, because the last test that stops all the strong people of the conformity stage, the door to the heavenly realm, is the heavenly tribulation, commonly known as immortalization robbery. Therefore, the more top-tier powerhouses, the more sensitive they were to the energy fluctuations of the heavenly tribulation. Not long after Kangxia had invoked the heavenly tribulation, that slight energy fluctuation had already been noticed by the 6 harmonization stage Seal King powerhouses. Not good. This sun is going to cross the tribulation. The ones who reacted the fastest were the Heavenly Worker Elder and the Black-Robed Elder. Their faces changed in unison, their eyes filled with shock. As combined stage sealed king powerhouses, they were very old in terms of qualifications, and both their insights and minds were far from being comparable to anyone else's, and almost instantly they guessed Kangxia's purpose. Damnable brat, wanting a heavenly calamity to deal with old me. It's too much of an underestimation of old me. Humph. The black-robed elder laughed coldly. Apart from the initial shock, at this moment, he didn't have the slightest hint of worrying and appeared confident. On the other side, Elder Qiagong's face was extremely gloomy as he rushed at Kangxia and said, angrily, "Kid, choosing this place to cross the tribulation, you will regret it." At this moment, in his eyes, Kangxia was no different from a dead man. However, regardless of what they thought in their hearts, after sensing the terrifying pressure of the heavenly tribulation, they immediately left Kangxia behind and rushed out towards the outside of the 9 Heavens Mirage Realm. After all, they were combined stage-sealed king powerhouses who could invoke the immortalization tribulation at any time. If they didn't leave at this moment, they would definitely be invoked by Kangxia's heavenly tribulation to invoke the immortalization tribulation, and they would have to accompany Kangxia to his funeral at that time. Not only the black-robed old man and the heavenly worker elder, but the other 4 combined stage-sealed king powerhouses also stopped and rushed out of the 9 Heavens illusion realm. As the terrifying pressure of the heavenly tribulation filled the sky above the 9 Heavens illusion realm, a boiling and volatile tribulation cloud quickly coalesced and appeared above Kangxia's head, exuding a despairingly powerful aura. The divine separation stage's calamity cloud was very huge, huge beyond Kangxia's imagination. That large sea of thunder covered the entire sky, terrifying pressure, like a big mountain, weighing heavily on Kangxia's heart. No matter who it was, upon seeing such a terrifying heavenly tribulation, they could not help but suck in a breath of cool air. Even the 6 combined stage-sealed king powerhouses that were far beyond the 9 Heavens illusion realm were shocked beyond measure. What a terrifying heavenly tribulation! Such a commotion for breaking through the split spirit stage. Once he breaks through the harmonization stage, wouldn't that be the equivalent of an immortality tribulation? Elder Qiagong was filled with shock. This sun absolutely cannot be retained. The black-robed elder's eyes were filled with eerie killing intent. The strong men from the 10,000 Demon Hall and the Poison sect were also filled with murderous aura as they stared deathly at the pale sky beneath the calamity clouds, a cold light flickering in their eyes. Not far away from them, the strong men of the 10,000 Buddha sect and the 100 Flower sect were filled with jealousy. This generation's heavenly Tao sect was too strong, so strong, that the 10,000 Buddhist sect and the 100 Flower sect were becoming more and more fearful. Originally, a Daoyi and a Jiao Wuji were already shocking, but now another Kangxia had appeared. When these three grew up after 1,000 years, I'm afraid that the heavenly Tao sect would have three more strong people like the law enforcement elder, which was definitely not good news for the other sects. Boom. Just as the thoughts of the 6 conjunction stage Seal King powerhouses were churning, the terrifying calamity cloud had already finished brewing, and a terrifying pillar of lightning light was violently spewed out from the tumbling sea of thunder, blasting out into the heavens underneath the calamity cloud. Sensing the energy fluctuations contained in this pillar of lightning, the 6 harmonization stage Seal King powerhouses, watching from outside the 9 heavens mirage realm, all had their faces changed, because in their senses, the force of this lightning blast was comparable to an ordinary harmonization stage Seal King powerhouse's strike. No one had expected Kangxion's heavenly tribulation to be so powerful. Just at the beginning, it was already this powerful, and there was still more to come. However, what left the crowd dumbfounded was that in the face of such a powerful heavenly tribulation thunder, Kangxia didn't even show the slightest hint of fear. Instead, he didn't use his true essence, and used his physical body to resist it. Crazy, crazy. This kid is absolutely crazy. He's looking for death. How dare he use his physical body to fight against such a going heavenly tribulation? Even if he were to be replaced by an old man, he would still have to die.